Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Friday live stream. Today we got a very nice special stream for you because we are doing the finals of the Dual Army Tournament, which means that the players will be battling it out tonight. Actually get to play with 2 armies instead of the usual 1, because why do 1 army if you can have 2? It's more fun, right? It's more cool like that. But anyway, let me power up the game here for you guys because the players are ready and waiting. And I have my co-streamer here, Mr. Blair TV, the Russian streamer. There's a link in the description, so any of you who are Russian, who prefer a Russian commentating thing and action, you can go to the link in the description and go watch his point of view and his cast. But yes, I'll be doing it in English, so you know, that's convenient for those of you who don't speak Russian, you know, which will be a bunch of you, right? A bunch of you. And yeah, we are gonna have TumStep and ExCaL battling it out in the finals. Now, these are some of the best players in the world right now. I think TumStep and ExCaL can both be very easily considered top 3, okay? It's probably Marikar, TumStep, and ExCaL who are the best players right now. So you can imagine it's gonna get heated, it's gonna get good, and it's gonna be players having 2 armies. It's gonna start off as a tank and Nuke Mirror. So this is interesting here. We already see a difference in army selection from the players. So TumStep wants Tank General as his main army, and I think that's the right call if I have to guess. And ExCaL wants to go for Nuke General as the main army. All right. Let's see how this is gonna go down. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the finals. It's a best of 13, which is a race to 7 victories. And there's a lot of money on the line, boys, I can tell you that. There's $300 sponsored for this tournament. $200 is gonna go to the winner. $100 is gonna go to the runner-up. So these guys are not gonna go home empty-handed, okay? Even if they absolutely suck, you know, even if it's a 7-0 humiliation, they will still go home because, you know, they managed to get themselves to the finals, so they still go home with a nice amount of cash. But of course, they want to see who is gonna be able to win this tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the first match? In the bottom right, as the... Okay, they forgot to put the cash... Okay, that's okay. It can happen. It can happen. Almost. We almost started. But yeah, this is a little bit difficult to set up these games. Let me quickly explain why. That is because the players have to very specifically do a certain order, right? So we, the observers, need to be in slot 5 and 6. Okay, I'm serious. It has to be like that. The starting cash needs to be 5k. The easy armies need to be in these slots, these teams, and then it works. So if you guys want to try this out at home and you do it exactly like this, it'll work for you. But the starting cash messed up. Almost had a pure, perfect, clean start, right? Almost. But it's fine. These things can happen. Anyway, where were we? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first match where we have Mr. ExCaL in the purple. He is the Nuke General as the main army and Tank General as the secondary army. Then all the way on the top left-hand side, we have the Tank General as the main army, even though he sold the Tank CC. Oh, he sold the Nuke CC as well. And we have Nuke General as the second army here for TumStep. Now, the thing is, the players can choose what they want to have as their main army, right? And to be honest, I'm kind of with TumStep on this one, because there is a potential bug. We could call it a bug. I think we could call it a bug. Where if you get the Vet 2 for the Battlemaster, that actually transfers to all Battlemasters that you can construct in the game, okay? So if you build a Nuke General War Factory, then you can get Vet 2 Nuke Battlemasters, okay? Let that sink in. So if you get the Tank General Battlemaster Veterancy, it also applies to the Nuke General Battlemasters. And Nuke General Battlemasters are just a bit better. They are just a little more spicy, and they're faster and everything. So if you get them to be Vet 2 out of the box, that's pretty useful because they will auto-heal over time. And I'm pretty sure that is the plan of Mr. TumStep. But ExCaL has different plans. Look at this. He's going for an airfield, and he's getting some tank hunters out. So he's preparing to get himself a Helix in order to deal with those scary Battlemasters. Also see some Red Guard flying all over the place from both players. But let's see. Where are those Vet 2 Battlemasters of Nuke General? There they are. Exactly what I'm talking about. That's a Vet 2, baby, right there. Definitely important. And I don't know why ExCaL went for Nuke General here. The only benefit for going for Nuke General is the general powers. Once you hit level 3, you can call in a Nuke Carpet Bomber, whereas Tank General just simply doesn't get that. Tank General only gets a Carpet Bomber at level 5. So that does kind of put a bit of pressure on TumStep. He has the advantage in the early game, but he will lose it towards the mid game. Because once there's Carpet Bomb out, it kind of changes everything. Battlemaster here sneaks through. It's low health. And will it get gunned down? It gets destroyed. Actually, some damage taken here by the Helix because of that Nuke Battlemaster explosion. Just a little bit. Oil capture's coming through here for Mr. TumStep. The crush not quite working with the supply truck there. A bit unfortunate. And let's be honest here. TumStep got himself a lot of oils. And ExCaL is putting a lot of faith into one single Helix here. Is that going to work? We have 2 Gat tanks at the ready. And remember, guys, that Helix already took a bit of damage here. Dozer is exposed. And that's a Battlemaster coming out of that War Factory. So this Helix can deal some serious damage here. That being said, even if the Eco gets damaged a little bit, it's not going to be the biggest problem because there's so many oils captured for Mr. TumStep. But another Dozer goes down. Ooh, that's the second Dozer destroyed. And that does kind of change things here. Let's see. Helix destroyed. And the tank hunters get cleaned up. Not bad, not bad. In the meantime, on the right side, we have another Gatling tank just kind of chilling, probably scouting. So ExCaL has done some good damage. And let's actually have a look at how many Dozers are still around here for Mr. TumStep. 0. He got Dozer hunted. Oh, man. That is ExCaL doing ExCaL things, which is very interesting. But that doesn't mean the fight is over. Not yet. There is still a chance for TumStep to deal some good damage here. And to still come out on top. ExCaL has kind of come in nice and aggressive with that Helix and performed the Dozer hunt successfully, but there's still 2 War Factories out. There's still very good income. There's still a barracks as well. TumStep can actually pump out units on all sides and potentially overwhelm ExCaL because he does again have Vet 2 Battlemasters, which makes a huge difference. TumStep starting to float. There's no way for him to stop that because he's got so much oil. Bunker is getting destroyed slowly but surely. And good micro here from Mr. TumStep. Sending those explosive Battlemasters forward once they go low health to keep his other units alive. Okay, this may be not the best. In the meantime, on the left side, we have a random Battlemaster coming in, probably trying to take out a building here. But even if he takes out the supplies, it's not that big a deal because there's just so much oil for TumStep. Lix is now coming in, dealing good damage here. And the amount of units here of TumStep is reducing. Not that many units remaining. And the thing is, he can't send them in one by one. That is definitely a bad idea. And especially with 2 Lixes out here. One of them a Bunker Lix, the other one a Speaker Tower Helix to help prepare. The pressure is on. ExCaL in the back trying to deal some damage. Does ExCaL have a command center up? He's building it right now. Because he is level 3, which again changes a lot. Like I said, he gets access to the Carpet Bomber. And that is something that TumStep could never really get, realistically. And a Carpet Bomber on an army over here could change everything. The explosive Battlemasters here making it very difficult for TumStep to micro his units. Because the Battlemasters, they deal so much damage when they get destroyed. And where are the Lixes? Lix is repairing in the back here. And here comes a mine drop. And it won't be long before a Carpet Bomber gets used as well. And we might see an artillery barrage. Yes, we do. Mine drop is right here where all the action is. It's a good spot. But if this gets destroyed, there we go. All the mines cleared. Very nice for Mr. TumStep. Lix is now coming in. Arty barrage comes in, goes on the barracks. Interesting target. Probably because it's a level 1 Arty. Yeah, and it wouldn't be able to kill a War Factory. So good for Mr. ExCaL there. And guys, you can see the battle's not over. But here comes that Carpet Bomber. It's all about this Carpet Bomber. It needs to hit. It needs to hit the target. It needs to deal an insane amount of damage. TumStep should know it's coming. Does he dodge it? Does he dodge it? Oh, look at that. Very nicely done. Dodges most of it. ExCaL is still in trouble here, guys. It is still not over. Dozer hunted for a number of minutes, and TumStep doesn't care. Continuing with the attacks, and slowly but surely, he's getting closer and closer to the production buildings of ExCaL. That War Factory right now exposed. The Lixes need to do it, but ExCaL has other plans. He's going for a counter push. He wants to try and take out the buildings that exist in the back of the base here of Mr. TumStep. He's also trying to pick off a Battlemaster here and there, but how's he going to take care of this army? Number of Gat tanks has been reduced greatly. And ExCaL just about is going to manage to clean this up with the help of those elixirs. Look at the damage taken here. My god, this is so tense. So incredibly close. But ExCaL has held. He'll be able to use his general powers relatively soon again. And this is going to be a victory for ExCaL. I'm sure that right now, TumStep knows it. He needed to make it happen. He needed to at least destroy the war factory. At least try and break through a little bit. And he didn't manage to do so. And it's just so difficult for TumStep to try and find the right balance between Battle Masters and GAT tanks. He needs the GAT tanks to kill those elixirs. He needs the Battle Masters to kill the Battle Masters of ExCaL. And it is just so difficult to do. ExCaL also defending with a number of bunkers. Excellent choice. Very cheap defense here. That is also very effective. Oh, man. This was really tense, guys. This was really tense. It got very close. If somehow TumStep got rid of one of the elixirs, that got rid of the bunker licks, he would have probably won this match. But at this stage, the longer this goes on, the more powerful ExCaL becomes. Almost level 5. He just needs a few more kills. And that's it. Then he can call in an EMP as well. I'm sure he's going to send a carpet bomber on the war factory with an RT barrage. Maybe send in the helixes around the back. Because he's got an EMP. He can time out this whole army of TumStep if he wants to. Will the helixes go in for the assault? It does seem to be the case. He's going in. Let's see if a carpet bomber gets placed down. I'm sure he will do something like that. Unless he's keeping the carpet bomber for the EMP. So he EMPs this army. Because he's almost level 5, guys. Just needs one kill. Okay, but he needs that kill, though. There we go. He's level 5. Let's see him spend those points. Let's see him spend those points. ExCaL, you're level 5, dude. Spend the points. You can literally EMP this. And just come in with elixirs. Zero problems for you. These units are kind of stuck in this corner anyway. Not much they can do. Battle Master's coming in from ExCaL. Yeah, I think TumStep is kind of hoping for something, but I'm not sure what he's hoping for, because at this point, the battle is won. ExCaL has done it. There's nothing that TumStep can do. He's got 29k, guys. He just can't spend his money quick enough. He still has the war factories, but only 2 war factories. There's only so much he can do. ExCaL now spent his points. I'm sure one of the things he spent his points on is an RT barrage to get level 3 RT so we can wipe one of the war factories. Here we go. Even a cash hack. That's interesting. Even though ExCaL has 5k. Didn't quite need the cash hack. EMP shuts down the GATs. And there we go. Ooh, wait a minute. Ooh, that came very close. Almost lost the bunker licks there. And the mine drop as well. And the general power is just being absolutely amazing here for Mr. ExCaL. Dealing some good damage to the war factory. And the thing is this. The war factory cannot be repaired. This is a Chinese building, not a USA building. So this damage will stay. Mine drop gets beaconed by TumStep. But the only way that TumStep can win this is if ExCaL goes AFK. I don't know. He goes for a cigarette or something. There's no way that ExCaL can lose it at this point. Just because of the position he's in. He's got the general powers. He's got the helixes. The helix is still alive, man. That's what matters. And there's some vetted up units in here. So that helix is starting to deal some seriously good damage. Looks like we're going to see the last assault here out of TumStep. But even so, he doesn't have dragon tanks in here. He doesn't have what's necessary to truly change the tide of the battle. And that's because he was only on 2 war factories. If he had 3 or 4 war factories, it would have changed everything. Because look how much money he's floating. He just cannot spend it. He cannot spend it. He's going all out, all in on that bunker, but it's done. It's done. I'm sure we're going to see the GG now. I mean, to be honest, I kind of thought we'd see it like 5 minutes ago. I think TumStep is just trying to hang on. Here's the RT. That's going to take out the power in the war factory. That's going to be the end of the production. But ExCaL, all he had to do was defend. That dozer hunt was so crucial, so important that he did with the helixes in the beginning. If he did not do that dozer hunt, I'm pretty sure this would have been TumStep's game, because he was so fast in taking that the oil derricks. Look at that. 1 war factory destroyed, power plant destroyed. So now he's literally low power. So production takes twice as long, and he's on 1 war factory. So now he's on a quarter of his spamming capabilities compared to just a minute ago. ExCaL is low on cash, though. But at the end of the day, because he can call in the general powers for free, I don't think he really needs to worry. He just needs to endure the next few attacks, which will be really small attacks. And then the next RT barrage goes on here, takes out the last production building. To be honest, like I said, I'm surprised we didn't see the helixes flying in to just take out the last few buildings. I think ExCaL wants to play it safe this time around. He's got a red guard in position. Don't capture building upgrade yet. But he might be getting that upgrade. Yeah, he is. Look, he's even getting this one in position here. There we go. Now he got it. And just capturing that one oil in the artillery platform up here is going to make things even easier. But yeah, look how slow the production speed is for TumStep. He just cannot get rid of that float. He cannot spend his money. I think he just queued up a load of supply trucks there. Did you see that? A lot of money just got spent instantly. But there's nothing he can spend money on, so it has to be supply trucks. Getting the capture there. I have to say, very good move of ExCaL to go for a helix. TumStep was sort of prepared for it. But I think he just didn't expect to get dozer hunted. But this is the thing, man. Like, oh, the mines! Ah, I forgot about the mines! You beaconed the mines, dude! No! No! Oh, wow, he got away lucky there. Very lucky. Very lucky. Nothing died. But yeah, the all-out attack from ExCaL onto the dozers is what now got him the victory. So some people, they don't like dozer hunting. But here's the thing. If you don't want to get dozer hunted, don't sell your CC, dude. It's just a bit of that. But people want that extra cash. That's why they sell a command center in the beginning. Because a command center, if you sell it, you get 1,000 bucks. And yes, he did queue up a load of supply trucks. Oh my god. Probably just to distract enemy fire. Imagine being recruited, right? For the war effort against ExCaL. You're a supply truck. You're like, yes, boss, what do you need me to do? And it's like, no, you're just there to soak up missiles. Okay. But ExCal's doing it right. He's got the bunkers. Look at this. He's got a bunker here. That's going to be a great deterrent. He's got a bunker here. That's a great deterrent. He's got the elixers. He's got the general powers. We haven't seen an EMP in a while. That will be ready to be used as well. And TumStep should know it. And pushing from this side is absolutely a terrible idea. Because the general powers will come in from this side, from this part of the map. So they will come in very quickly and give TumStep almost no time to react. So when that EMP comes in, it's going to be fast. And ExCal's going to wait until he's in a very good position to call in that EMP. He's going to wait for that Army to come closer, but yeah, look at this. GG, says TumStep, and there we go. Mr. ExCaL takes the first game. Very well played by him.
You have been defeated.
Nice. Look at that. Sam in YouTube chat says, TumStep floating 30k. Come on, man. Build something, fake master. Yeah, I have to say, man, it was risky, very risky of ExCaL in the beginning. And I said that as well with the differences in army. So TumStep had the advantage in the early game, in the very early game, because he could get those Vet 2 Battle Masters out. But then once you hit that level 3 as the Nuke General, it shifts. ExCaL could call in the Nuke Carpet Bomber, and that in itself makes a huge difference. The Nuke Carpet Bomber can deal so much damage. If you look at this here, the cash collected, if you were to post this, just the score screen, right? You would probably, just at a quick glance, you wouldn't think that ExCaL is the one who won it. You wouldn't think, okay, if you look at the units lost, maybe, versus units destroyed, maybe. But it's just, ExCaL managed to get himself strategically into such a good position. So that was very good. That was very good. It was nice. All right, let's go to the next match. So let me cross off the armies that were played here. That was Tank and Nuke. And also have to cross off the map that was played, which was Sakura Forest #2. Shout out to Mojo as promised for the build. It is my matchup. Yes, it is his matchup. Yeah, wait. There was the order mattered. The order mattered. Matchup is picked first, then the map. So let me remind them. Matchup is picked first, then the map. And loser always picks the map. There. Just letting the players know. Ooh, man, that was something, wasn't it, guys? That was already a pretty intense first match. Pretty intense, man. RT Barrage here from ExCaL, as you can see on the replay. It was the beginning of the end, because all ExCaL had to do was take out the production, right? You can easily win against an opponent by either taking out their income or their production, right? Especially if they're dozer hunted, if they can't rebuild the production, it makes such a huge difference. All right, looks like the matchup has been chosen here. And ExCaL has chosen Air Stealth. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy some Air Stealth. I need to go Observer, whoopsies. And the map is going to be Ancient Killing Arena. a nice map dedicated to AK Baloney, the man who also sponsored this tournament, so that's very nice. There's a nice Polish flag in the middle of this map. For those of you curious, like, is that done on purpose? Yes, it's done on purpose, because AK Baloney is our Polish legend in the community. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Match number 2. Are you ready? I'm ready. Players are ready too. Here we go. We have Air Force as the main army for Mr. ExCaL, and Stealth General as the secondary army for Mr. ExCaL. Down on the bottom left, we have TumStep, who again has reversed it. We have Stealth as the main army for TumStep, and Air Force as the second army for TumStep. For those of you wondering, are the armies always mirrored? Is it always going to be Air Stealth versus Air Stealth, or Nuke Tank versus Nuke Tank? Can it be like a Tox Demo versus Inf China? No, it cannot be like that. It's always going to be mirrored, and the reason for that is balancing, okay? It's already difficult enough as it is for the players to play a 1v1, which they know all the strategies, all the things, and then to also kind of start worrying about what is a balanced matchup or isn't a balanced matchup. Basically, that thought has been removed by just giving both players the option to choose which army they want to play as and have them always be the same armies. So, you know, there's a, you know, we care about the players and how they feel about things. Let's see, forward supply here. Very good. And I want to see some airfields, guys. I want to see some airfields. Airfields are always very nice. We're not seeing any airfields. I guess it's to be expected. Traditionally, in the GLA matchups, where we have a GLA, the players tend to favor playing mostly as a GLA with a bit of power. You know, like, because if you have power, the GLA units build almost twice as fast. Construction happens twice as fast. So there's a number of advantages to just kind of playing it like you're playing a GLA match by just having power. Oh, look at this! Oh, man! Look at that! That's nice, man. That's nice. Although I do think that was just a scouting technical. Technical over here. And it's an empty one. Just kind of scouting around. We do see a USA supply center here from ExCaL, so we might see some USA tech coming out of him. Nothing yet, though. Nothing yet. Also, if you look at the minimap here, we can see a lot of technicals flying everywhere, right? TumStep is definitely trying to scout with these technicals. Let's see. Some of them will get some worker crushes in. Yeah, very nice. Not bad, not bad. Look at that. I actually crushed quite a bit. Over here, it gets denied. There was quad in position. Very nice, very good. Technical moves in here from Mr. ExCaL. Now, the difference is there's not going to be any technical veterancy for Mr. ExCaL, because his main army is Air Force. But we do have technical veterancy for the GLA player. That is TumStep. Going in the building, last second. Very nice. And this technical still has something inside. He dropped off a bit of an optimistic worker there. Maybe not the best location. Oh, hello. That's an airfield. Nice. That's what we like to see, boys. That's what we like to see. Still no USA technology from ExCaL, though. And look, this is where the engagement is favorable for TumStep. Because he has that technical veterancy, he can attack any other technical from Mr. ExCaL, and he will always win that battle, right? So there is something like that. But here's the thing. Just like the previous match, once we see ExCaL reaching level 3, he can call in the general powers that are very powerful from Air Force General. I mean, let's be honest. He can do that once he gets his strategy center. He can already call in a carpet bomber. Unless he chose a spy drone. Did he choose a spy drone? Not sure if he did. I didn't spot a spy drone. Any of you guys spot a spy drone? Tell me in the chat. Oh, nice! Ah, so lovely, man. These crushes. The thing is, the crushes are always so worth doing. It's insane. It's insane, man. Because if you crush 2 workers of the enemy, that technical already paid for itself. Because you kill $400 worth of a worker, it delays the mining as well. So if you crush 2 workers or more, it's already a good idea to just come in with those crushes. The only downside is that in this situation, when you are TumStep, you gotta be careful when you're giving away free XP. Because when ExCaL hits level 3, he will call in a Spectre gunship, and you will cry just a little. You don't want to gift away XP too much. Oil's getting destroyed. Not seeing too much aggression here out of the players. I have a feeling that both players want to get to a strategy center. Here we go. Strategy center for Mr. TumStep. Airfield up and strategy center. Yeah, so both players want to get a strategy center. The reason they want to do that is going to be very nice. It's going to be that they can call in the search and destroy battle plan on the strategy center. And by doing so, they get, it gives all units, all ground units, 20% extra range. And that also applies to the quad cannons. Is this a terrorist drop? Please be a terrorist drop. Make me proud. Ah, it's a terrorist drop. It doesn't kill too much. But it still might already be worth it, because that's 3 quads destroyed there. 3 quads. It's not too bad. That is 2,100. And that Chinook is only costing 950. And here comes the carpet bomb. Ah, here we go. This is the strategy of ExCaL, boys, right here. He wanted that carpet bomb. I was like, I didn't see a spy drone. There was no spy drone. He went for the carpet bomb right away, and look at that. The pain is real, and that really slows down Mr. TumStep. And, ooh, that is a little lucky. Not gonna lie, a little lucky there for TumStep. That being said, even if the dozer died, he could have gotten a worker to continue the construction here, so it's not the biggest of deals. But the thing is this. ExCaL has a search and destroy, so his quads have 20% extra range. TumStep, he does not have the strategy center, because it just got carpet bombed. So the quads of ExCaL are just stronger. ExCaL has the ability to kite with his quads. As crazy as it sounds, it's true. And the thing is, once your quads get vetted up, because they kill a couple of enemy quads, the vetted quads, they basically deal 2.5 times damage compared to a regular quad. Like this guy, this one right here is very scary, okay? Like, it can shred, alright? Really shred. But look at the range. And there we go. ExCaL didn't have too much of a fuss hanging on here. And now, there's some pressure on TumStep. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna continue attacking? Is he gonna slow down his attack and try and focus getting that strat center back up? It looks like TumStep has secured this cache here. So far, the income is quite similar, but having the strat center makes such a difference. Do we see a palace as well? Yes, there is a palace out. We're seeing a market. I like how ExCaL is playing it here. It's very different. ExCaL wants to get superior quads. He's getting the palace, probably just to get a market, probably just to get AP bullets. Okay, getting AP bullets on the quads again makes such a difference. And here's the thinking: ExCal's like, if I get my quads with AP bullets, so they deal 25% more damage, and on top of that, I get 20% extra range, it's just gonna make my quads so crazy hard to kill. I'll be able to wipe the floor with whatever TumStep sends in my way. A10 came in from the top here. Don't know if you guys caught it. So the command center is over here. And that's very nice. 1 A10, and there you go. So the general powers are now starting to favor the situation of ExCaL. TumStep, on the other hand, has just... the best he's gonna get is, what, cash bounty? I mean, cash bounty can be nice. But the thing is, ExCaL is playing it very interesting. He's not trying to get a massive army. He's trying to make his units be able to do more. So he will be able to do more with a smaller army. So even if he loses that smaller army, not too much money will go to TumStep in the form of cash bounty. Which is a very interesting strat, in my opinion. Let's see, do we have AP bullets? Not yet, but he's got a market. It really won't be long. I can leave a guy selected here, so we can see. Is he going in the tunnel? He looks like he's going in the tunnel. It really won't be long, because that's basically the thinking here. Spectre coming in. Gonna go for probably the strat center here. Yeah, there we go. Immediately denied. Yeah, not looking good for TumStep. ExCaL proving to be a strong opponent here today. No AP. There we go. AP bullets just kicked in just in time. And look at this. Can the bus actually stop it? Traditionally, buses are excellent at dealing damage. We have an emergency repair coming in as well. Further proving the strat here of ExCaL. He wants to buff up his units more than anything else. He also cannot pick up scrap, which in some ways is an advantage. In some ways it's a disadvantage. Because, for example, this vetted quad, if it picks up scrap, which it cannot because he's technically an Air Force, if it were to pick up scrap, it actually becomes weaker. A vetted quad picking up scrap becomes weaker. That's right, folks. But if you don't have any veterancy, if you just have a plain quad and you pick up scrap, it becomes stronger. Until it gets vetted. Right, something like that. ExCaL now proving to be effective. Dealing some good damage and the selling of the black market. And again, killing more stuff. I suspect that TumStep didn't quite think about the XP and the general powers that ExCaL could use. Because so far, we're seeing him quite happy with attacking, sending units forward, and he loses quite a few of these battles, and that means a lot of XP going to ExCaL. We, right now, have a level 4 Air Force General. We're not even 10 minutes in. This is a thing, man. And once he hits level 5, it might be kind of over. Just because you can do so much as a level 5 Air Force General. And again, look at the strategy here from ExCaL. He hears the search and destroy. He presses space on his space bar. It takes his camera to right here. It might be completely dark. He might not even see it. But it just takes him to where the search and destroy sound originated from. He throws down a carpet bomber and it's done. And it looks like he's just holding back on that carpet bomber just to destroy the strat center. So that is something that TumStep needs to pay attention to. Like, he needs to try and get this middle position. So when he gets his search and destroy up, he needs to already pop a load of quads in preparation of shooting down that very fast-flying B-2 bomber. Raps coming in, dealing damage, taking down the bus. I don't know if that was really necessary for ExCaL. ExCaL is just way ahead here with his units. Still no AP bullets. Over here, we have AP bullets. No junk repair yet, but I suspect we'll see that relatively soon because ExCaL has good money. There we go, junk repair kicks in. ExCaL with search and destroy, man. Look at this. There's no choice here for TumStep. He just has to get out of here. He cannot face this. Okay, if he did an attack move here, he would have been able to kill this a bit quicker. ExCal's KD says it all. He's definitely having a good time. And we do in fact see TumStep now positioning some quads here, but it's only 4 quads, no AP bullets either. That is not enough to stop a B-2 bomber. We need to see a bit more. And this is kind of the situation that TumStep has found himself in. He now needs to choose where he diverts his units. He needs quads to defend, but he also needs quads to potentially intercept that B-2 bomber, because once his strategy center goes up, over here, a carpet bomber from ExCaL will just come in. There need to be more than just 4 quads. Spectre just got used. So now for a very brief moment in time, very brief moment, TumStep can benefit from that search and destroy. And ExCaL knows what's up. Gonna come in, take out these quads. And again, that's gonna clear the way, clear the path for that B-2 bomber to fly in and deal some serious damage. Man. You know, it's so beautiful seeing these guys strategize and play it out. They managed to completely adjust their strategies based on one tournament. This is one time, a dual army tournament, and we're already seeing crazy strats. GG says TumStep. He knows he's on the back foot. He knows he can't take it. He knows he can't win it. Excellent game here by Mr. ExCaL. Wow. That is something, man. That is something. He took a chance, Mr. ExCaL. Because again, just like the previous match, he had to do well and survive the early game. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. If he survived the early game, he would definitely be in a good position to come in with a victory. And there we go. We see ExCaL reaching level 3, level 4, and he's just doing great. And the thing is this, it's not even about the level 3, level 4. Even at level 1, the first thing he didn't go for the spy drone, he went for the carpet bomb. And the carpet bomb changed so much. So much, man. I have to say, very good thinking here. Look at that. This carpet bomb, this strike, made such a difference, guys. Such a difference. Beautiful plays. Beautiful. Oh my god. It's not every day we get to see such great games, guys. Come on, this is worth a like, all right? This is worth cheering on your favorite player. Let's be honest. Come on, let's see some ExCaL+++ in the chat. Let's see some TumStep+++ in the chat. And for those of you wondering, Leggy, why are you saying TumStep? It's TumStep. No, it's TumStep. It's how you say his name. I know that a lot of people get annoyed and triggered, but it's how it is. Okay, it's how it is. But anyway, let me take note here as well. Come on, guys, let's see some +++s in the chat. Who are you rooting for? Who are you supporting? Now, yeah, we'll keep note of the armies that were played. Laser Tox is gonna be the next one. It's gonna be similar, because it's another USA and GLA. But it's not the same. Let's be clear about that, because there's no carpet bomber you could call in the beginning of the game. But yeah, guys, what do you think of the game so far? Or would you say that this is more interesting than regular 1v1? would you say this kind of switches things up a little bit? Forces the players to think outside the box. We also saw a Chinook drop with a bunch of terrorists. I don't know how many terrorists were in here. I think maybe 4, if I'm seeing. So maybe, yeah, it would still have been worth it, just about, to do that terrorist drop. Let's see. The map is Arctic Arena. It's going to be the next one. So I'm going to take note of that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some Tox laser? This time, both players choosing to go for Tox. Now, that's interesting. Probably because the only real thing that laser has to offer in the beginning is the spy drone. These guys don't need spy drones. They know exactly what the enemy's going to do, man. I don't know if you guys sometimes tune in to free-for-all matches here and there, and it's like, you know, people try and get in the heads of the other players, and you're like, oh, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. These 1v1 guys are so perfectly trained. They know exactly what the enemies are doing, man. They know exactly what's happening. They don't need spy drones. They just know what's happening. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The third match. The score is 2-0 for ExCaL. ExCaL in the lead. And he's in the top left here as Tox in general, with his second army being laser. And all the way bottom right, we have TumStep, also main army Tox in general, second army laser. This is the first time that we see both players choosing the same armies as their main armies. And the main reason is the general powers, right? The general powers make all the difference. That's why you want to choose one army over another. And of course, GLA gets access to scrap. So being able to get, I don't know, a scrapped up technical can be very useful. You know, especially when you have all this territory. Look at this big map. Gorgeous big map. You know, Arctic Arena. You want to have some technicals that are very quick and that can get better as time progresses by scrapping them up. So, you know, things like that. Just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. I see a lot of people in the chat saying ExCaL+++. Nickname says Fred+++. I mean, yay, Fred. Go, Fred. Let's see. We got a terrorist here chilling. We got a rebel as well. Let's see. Any USA tech at all. Anything. Come on. Maybe an ambulance would be nice. Ambulance would be cool, right? Ambulance would be nice. But I think we're going to see a more traditional GLA play here. Because it's just more worth it to invest all your time and energy into GLA units, GLA tech, advance that tech. Because Laser General, although they can make very nice laser tank armies, it's not really going to be so effective until later on, when there are going to be actual, like, you know, things you got to kill. Like big armies and stuff. Which generally don't happen too much in 1v1, but sometimes we see it. Nice crushes coming in here from Mr. TumStep. TumStep definitely likes to do his crushes. Worker gets dropped off here, and I hear an oil cap. Is that gonna get denied? Ooh, nice micro here from TumStep. And he just about gets the oil as a result. Very nice to cause a little bit of a traffic jam and block off that technical there. This is how you can tell these are pro players, man. Like, nobody knows how to do that stuff except for these guys. They just have zero problems, like, obstructing enemy units to make sure their oil capture finishes. Amazing plays. Let's see. We have the forward supply here from ExCaL, but no forward supply here. So, TumStep is going more for oils. And we saw him as well in the challenge, the dual army challenge versus Markar. He liked to go oils. Or actually, no, it was Markar who liked to go oils. It was TumStep who liked to go for supplies. And in most cases, the supplies work better than the oils. Dozer, getting the hell out of there. Run, buddy. Is that the only Dozer? Because in that case, we might see a CC being thrown down. Yes, we do. So that is the only Dozer. Dozer gets destroyed. And here's the thing. ExCaL now knows that he might want to find that command center of the laser and take it out. But it's going to be very difficult to do that. Very good quick thinking of TumStep to throw down that scaffold. Because look, we actually have a dude with a hammer who can just build the USA technology just like that. The only thing that matters is that you place down the scaffold with the USA Dozer. And that's what TumStep did just in time. So let's say he lost the army. Let's say he lost Laser General. It would have made a huge difference. Scorps out from Mr. TumStep. And the technical somehow survives. Just about. Also have some slight technical aggressions here and there. To be honest, I'm very curious about how this is going to work out. I think this is going to be a serious threat here for TumStep. If TumStep loses this position, then ExCaL will be right outside his base. That could make things a little difficult. We do see Scorpion ready to push. We do see a forward tunnel here from ExCaL guarding off this section. Very good. So these oils are now available for the taking. And we have a bit of a push coming in from TumStep. ExCaL has the capture building upgrade. He wants to get the oil. Is he going to deny the oil capture? Come on, buddy. Oh, the building. The hole is in the way. Look at the missile. It actually was trying to go for the Toxin Rebel, but the GLA hole was in the way. Didn't quite work out. And the push continues. This oil is now freed up, ready to be taken. And the power has actually been taken out by ExCaL. Looks like he did a terror tech there. And the super tech goes down. Oh, man, that is unfortunate. But this needs to be taken ASAP. We need a rebel here immediately. Because the longer this belongs to ExCaL, the more it's going to serve him. There's a random worker hiding in the trees here. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to pull ahead. So far, the income is quite similar. But by securing this section here... No, what are you doing? Why are you shooting it? Just capture it, dude. Just get one rebel. And here we go. He's constructed a command center. Got a new dozer out. Nice. You have a tunnel networks. Put the rebel in the tunnel. Why are you going all the way around and walking? Okay, the Scorp has gone back now. Also, these walls are really annoying if you want to attack. Generally, I'm not a big fan of these kind of walls because it just makes it hard for the players to engage. And it increases the bunker situation a little bit more. Adrian in YouTube chat says, where's Logica? We don't see him anymore. Yeah, it's true. Somebody send Logica a message. Tell him we need him for some dual army action. Because I'd love to see that too. Toxin Bus proving to be very effective here. Whew. I definitely got some kills. Look how long this guy's taking to get here. You've got a teleportation system, dude. Because look at this. If it takes an extra minute to capture this, or let's say minute and a half, right? That's roughly 1.5k cash going to ExCaL. Whereas if he just got it quicker, then he could have had that 1.5k cash, which is a net difference of $3,000, people. Like sometimes it's those small little things that start to add up. Especially when you're so close in eco and so close in XP and everything. Those little things can start making a difference and can start kind of snowballing and changing the situation here. Oil did get destroyed. And look at the defense. You see, now here, you might want to see a nice laser tank army. A couple of laser tanks with Avengers. That will definitely make it hard for ExCaL to deal with. Are we going to see that? Doesn't look like it. We got an airfield. Do we see a strat center being constructed? He's got an airfield. Usually, players would go for an airfield because to unlock the strat center, you need either a war factory or an airfield. Here we go. Search and destroy is out. And the thing is, the airfield is just cheaper to build. So that's why people sometimes want to go for the airfield. That Jarman, man, just escaped certain death and 1 million rockets. Might see the reveal. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening here. Doesn't he have a command center? Bruh, he doesn't have a command center. Oh, that's a shame. If ExCaL had a command center, he could have used the spy satellite of the USA command center. That still works if your main army is a GLA. But now we have all these buses, these scary boys, right? And they're going to deal some serious damage. And they have search and destroy. You can see it over here on the display. S&D, that's search and destroy. That's plus 20% extra range. And ExCaL is having a good time. TumStep has to be careful here because his buses don't have that range advantage. So ExCaL can fire a whole volley of rockets before TumStep is even close with his buses. And yes, that makes a huge difference. Look at all the oils being destroyed as well. Excellent plays here. ExCaL definitely trying to get that strategic advantage. He's lost these buses, but the economic damage here for TumStep is definitely noticeable. Did he capture this? Yes, he did. He got it. And I think this is the beginning of the end here for TumStep. That economic damage is going to be very painful. And we see TumStep switching it up to Scud Storms. That is interesting. Looks like we got a Chinook. What's in the Chinook? What's going to be in you? What are you going to do? Is it going to drop the bus? You can't actually put one bus in a Chinook. It is possible. S&D is now up for TumStep. And as we pull into the late game, the pressure is mounting for Mr. TumStep. He needs to do something here. He needs to do something big. There's one Scud Storm out for ExCaL. ExCaL now knows he has the economic advantage, so he's going for mass Scud spam. Oh, he lost the strat. I think that was with a Chinook drop there. So right now, the tables have turned. We have TumStep with the extra range. Scorp stealing some damage here, but the units are definitely out of position. Nice Jarman snipe. Was that a bait, perhaps? That was beautiful, man. And look at these units borking out because that stupid little wall. I don't get why. these things exist in maps. It's just such an obstruction. You can't move. But anyway, the pressure is mostly on Mr. TumStep here, not ExCaL. TumStep needs to deal some damage because he's economically behind. There's 2 Scud Storms out. Anthrax Gamma for both players, very good. So, because there's Anthrax Gamma, those Scud Storms are gonna deal more damage as well. Anthrax Gamma does affect Scud Storms. S&D back up for Mr. ExCaL. TumStep floating a little there. And here it gets very difficult because we kind of get in this position where it's going to be difficult for both players to push. And that's where Chinooks come in very handy. Look at that. Where are you going, buddy? Where are you going? You flew all the way back here. I don't think you're just here for scouting. Don't forget about the Chinook! TumStep, no! We're getting Dragon Tank flashbacks, man! No! Okay, there we go. And ExCaL knows what's up. He's like, wait a minute, this ain't looking good. Whoa! Damn, that was an aggressive takedown of that Chinook. If TumStep just realized a little sooner, he could have dropped this, he could have killed the strat. So that's how we did it before as well. And again, the pressure remains on Mr. TumStep. He did do some good damage, and his economy is somehow recovering. Is he getting markets? Is that how he's doing it? Or is it maybe through cash bounty? Not entirely sure where he's getting the extra cash. Maybe it's the supplies that he's collecting. Yeah, I think it's the supplies. The thing is this, ExCaL is mostly mined out on this supply. Not that much left, only 5k. But let's be honest, there's 2 scary looking Scud Storms of ExCaL that will fire relatively soon. Both players are Tox in general, so they cannot have access to Saboteurs, so they cannot reset the super weapon timer. And there's actually a label here, number 2, from ExCaL, so he knows which Scud Storm is which. So he knows number 1 is this one, and number 2 is this one. So he can keep an eye on the timer and knows which one's about to fire, so he knows which one he has to focus on first. So he's not going to focus on this one too much. Not too much. Battle Bus is putting in the work. Both players on S&D and Jarman proving to be effective. Nice. The lack of angry mobs is a bit surprising, in my opinion. Angry mobs are very cheap units, 800 bucks, and 1 angry mob can prevent these buses from pushing, because Search and Destroy also applies to angry mobs, and when they get started, man, with those AK-47s, buses simply cannot push. There needs to be a Jarman in the bus, or there needs to be a Rebel ambush to clear the mobs. Otherwise, you cannot push. So, a bit strange, we don't see that. More Scud Storms going up. Further putting pressure on Mr. TumStep. Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be another game for ExCaL. That's the thing. Does the Gamma upgrade make the Scuds deal more explosive damage as well? Or only damage the units and not the buildings? Yeah, the game is a little funky when it comes to the Anthrax Gamma upgrade. Because more than anything, it doesn't really deal more damage. It's like it deals 10% more explosive damage with the rockets. That applies to, you know, just units or buildings. But the main thing is that the splash damage radius per individual rocket is increased. So that means if a rocket strikes here, with Anthrax Gamma, you can hit all buildings. Without Anthrax Gamma, you might hit none of them. You know what I mean? The splash damage is increased. So that makes a difference. That's why it gets roughly 30% stronger with Anthrax Gamma. Or at least Anthrax Beta. With Anthrax Gamma, I think it's like 20% or something. But it does make a difference. And at the end of the day, these upgrades, they are a bit pricey. But if you have a super weapon that is ready to fire, you hit somewhere, if it takes out a black market down to the hole, or it takes the hole out as well, that makes all the difference. Let's see, where is ExCaL going to fire the first volley of rockets? It's going down, it's going down, it's going on the strat center and the oil. Does it actually get the oil? It doesn't. Bit of a strange hit, Mr. ExCaL. A bit confusing, if I do say so. But, you know, he's allowed to strike wherever he likes. He's now coming in with the attack. And that's the plan. He wants to take out the S&D, but this is not a good position to attack from. Good defense here from TumStep. And again, this is just how the map is laid out. It's a lot of choke points, which makes it very easy for the defender and very difficult for the attacker. And generally, the defender already has a slight advantage, right? Just because you can get your units in and out of tunnels quicker. It's harder for the attacker to reinforce his position. So now you have an even bigger advantage for the defender. And I think that's why we're seeing such a crazy amount of Scud Storms. Because if you look at the units here, look how many buses went down. Each bus is roughly $3,400, something like that, right? That's a lot of money per bus. If 3 of them go down, that's the price of 2 Scud Storms. And 2 Scud Storms are likely to fire, so the return on investment is just so much better on the Scud Storms. At least that's the thinking, right? That's why we're seeing so many super weapons here. And here we go, Scud Storm being used. ExCaL is planning to hit over here. But we have a Scud Storm ready to fire as well from Mr. TumStep. Let's see where TumStep is choosing to strike. Is it the Strat Center or is it maybe Eco? It looks like it's going to be here on the Strat Center. And again, I mean, it's nice, don't get me wrong. I feel like it could be a bit better, you know, a little bit better. I mean, at the end of the day, it's good XP. XP is always nice. XP is delicious. But let's see what's happening down below. Mr. ExCaL has taken out that second Scud Storm. Rebel Ambush comes in as well. No angry mobs here to deal with the buses. And we kind of have a situation where both players now killed each other's S&D. So they're back to being an equal footing. Sneak attack comes here from Mr. ExCaL. ExCaL still has 1 general point available, so does TumStep. TumStep is not level 5, though. ExCaL slightly ahead. For those of you wondering, how can both of them have a KD like this? This is impossible, right? One of them must have a positive KD. It's because when you destroy a building, a bunch of rangers spawn. And if you kill the rangers, then again, you know, the KD goes down. So the KD is a cute little thing, but it's not exactly what you're gonna look at. It's just a metric, right? You can still compare it. You can still see that on the whole, ExCaL is having an easier time taking things out. But, you know, there's a bit more to it. And there we go. TumStep surrenders. Very nicely played by Mr. ExCaL. Going for them fast Scud Storms made the difference. And that's what I was saying before as well. Those small little incremental things that you can get. Like having an oil a little longer. Having a slight benefit in an engagement. Coming out ahead in a slight engagement here and there. When the players were so equal, it can start to add up. And that's basically what we were seeing. ExCaL was always just a little bit ahead, you know? Not 2 steps ahead. Not 2 steps ahead, but maybe a half a step ahead, right? And over time, that keeps building and building and building and building. So very well played there by Mr. ExCaL. He just kept doing the right move over and over and again. Got himself a nice victory. See the cash difference as well. It's pretty nice. Now, he did get a couple of Scud volleys off, so that's going to contribute to the cash bounty as well. But yes, overall, we did see ExCaL ahead in the economy. But yeah, I'll be honest, it's looking rather scary here for TumStep, who was actually, I don't know, I was thinking that TumStep would maybe even pull ahead, I'll be honest. I thought maybe, you know, just a feeling. But ExCaL is definitely being the masterful tactician here. Doing a great job. And definitely put some pressure on Mr. TumStep for the remainder of this set. This is the finals, guys. The finals. And the winner of tonight is going to take home $200. Which is quite juicy. There's a best of 13. So if ExCaL wants to take that cash, he still has to win 4 more matches. But we turn it around. TumStep has to win 7. Yeah. And of course, each match is a mirror matchup. Air Tank is the next matchup chosen by Mr. ExCaL. And the map of choice is... What's it gonna be? I don't know. Players still thinking. In the meantime, we can have a look at some lovely moments of the previous match. This was a very nice attempt here from TumStep. Kind of forgot about that Chinook. If it was a little faster, you could have taken out that strap. Would have helped. But this was basically the beginning of the end, right? I was saying to you guys as well, this was it. This was the moment. When ExCaL just got to search and destroy and push with those buses and started taking out all those oils of TumStep, that was it. That was it. And that's the great stuff, man. The great stuff you can see. The game transitioned in super weapons, which is definitely the right move based on this map. It wouldn't work for every map. In this map, though, it was a good idea. Okay, speaking of maps, the next map is going to be Oxygen. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for match number 4? Let's see. Air Tank. Both players choosing to go for Air Force General as their main army. Let's do it. Jen Moon Tom in Twitch, in YouTube chat says, I'm ready for the next match. Yeah, let's do it, boys. Let's do it. Question is TumStep ready? There's some pressure riding on him right now. But if there's someone who can do it, even under pressure, it's TumStep. He's an excellent player. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. Up top, we have the man in the lead. Look at how fast he just pumps out 2 power plants, right? Crazy. Anyway, we have Mr. ExCaL as Air Force as the main army, and Tank General as the secondary army. And all the way at the bottom of this very nice, beautiful map, the map Oxygen. At the bottom here, we have Air Force General as the main army for TumStep, and Tank General as the second army. So again, the players are this time matching, right? They're not swapping. The players can choose what they want as the main army. And TumStep and ExCaL, both of them are like, yeah, kind of thinking about going for Air Force as the main army. I guess it's to do with the carpet bomber, among other things. I'm a bit surprised we're seeing 2 supplies here, 2 USA supplies. Not entirely sure why we're seeing that. I would imagine it's a bit risky of ExCaL to do that, because if we see a bunch of GAT tank spam out of TumStep and he positions the GAT tanks over here, it could just cut off the collection over here on this side. Let's see if we see the same out of TumStep. No, we don't. He goes for the supply centers of China. Well, let's see who's going to pull ahead here. We've got a barracks going up as well, probably to get some missile defenders for some fast laser locks. Always nice. Ali JM says, who is the world champion? Marikar! Yes, but he's not playing. Marikar already played versus TumStep. And I know quite a few of you have seen that challenge set. So you guys know that Marikar is... he's a good player. But TumStep is no small puppy either. So that's why I'm thinking we might still see a comeback, guys. It is not impossible. And here we go. First unit of choice. No surprise there. A Tank General GAT tank, because it does have that veterancy. And I recently learned how powerful veterancy is. Guys, you don't want to know how powerful it is. Basically, veterancy increases the health of a unit by 20%, was it? And no, 10%. And the damage by 20%. And then the attack speed by 10%, or something like that. It's insane, the benefits you get from having one little veterancy, one chevron. Makes a huge difference. All right, let's see. A bunch of missile defenders going in the building, ready to laser lock. But again, because it's a vetted GAT tank, should be able to take out a couple of these missile defenders. Instead, ExCaL choosing, no, let's go back to safety, get some more GAT tanks, and then we do the assault. In the meantime, on the left side, TumStep coming in. Doing exactly the thing I was a bit afraid of. Coming in with a GAT tank, forcing the supply collection to stop. Yeah, if there were supply trucks here, would have been able to collect a little bit longer. Also, this is a little more expensive as well than going for the China supply center, so I'm just still not entirely sure why we're seeing this. Maybe ExCaL thought there would be more Battle Masters. What is he doing? What is this? ExCaL! No, dude! Oh my god! Oh, ExCaL, what is this? Definitely a blunder here, losing 2 Chinooks like that. That hurts, boys. That is $1,900 worth of damage by those 2 freaking GAT tanks. That's painful, man. Not sure if that was a great move, Mr. ExCaL. That hurts. It also really slows down collection, because now he needs to build 2 new Chinooks. Let's see. GAT tank over here has managed to get in and also deal damage to the supply trucks. In the meantime, we see TumStep very happy over here. ExCaL definitely putting his focus on the oils. And that will help him for sure. And he's definitely behind on eco. Look at the difference here, guys. That's insane. Another Chinook. Almost destroyed, but he's low health, so that guy is going to collect a little slower now as well. TumStep choosing to go for supplies here. Might be the thing that will help him secure a victory. The first victory tonight. It's got a dragon tank as well. Guys, when they start getting the dragon tanks, you know they're ready to do some serious damage. They want to destroy buildings. That's why they're coming with the dragon tanks. So far, we haven't seen any Chinook drops. Would be nice to see a Chinook drop with a dragon tank. But, of course, when there's a Tank General who's spamming out a load of GAT tanks, it is a bit more of a risky strat. A Chinook drop with a dragon tank would be safer to do against a non-Tank General Chinas. Nice laser lock, takes out a GAT tank, and the pressure is mounting here for ExCaL in this match. He's getting a lot of defense here as well. He's hanging on. He wants to keep those oils. And he's putting in a lot of effort in securing those oils. Got a Nice airfield as well, and strat center going up. So ExCaL is going to try that same trick we saw in the first match. Let's see. Is that search and destroy going to make the difference? There's a gat tank firing at the dragon tank. The flame comes in. Will this dragon tank go down? No, it doesn't. Instead, it gets veterancy. Absolutely crucial moment. And here we go. Destruction of the strat center. This is probably the GG right here, ladies and gentlemen. Right here. This is what it's about. Carpet Bomber just about gets called in from ExCaL, going straight down. Where's it going? It's going for the strat center of Mr. TumStep. But does TumStep even need a strat center? He's absolutely obliterating the base here. He's got the dragon tank dealing damage. And he used the Chinook drop. What did I say, guys? The Chinook drop to get these dragon tanks in position so quickly. ExCaL did not expect it. And we're seeing absolute chaos in the base of ExCaL. Yes, the strat center got denied, but so did half the base of ExCaL. TumStep definitely having a good time here, and he's been pumping out more units. He's got a second army ready to push. No strat center for either player. So the strategy of Mr. ExCaL is backfiring hard. He wanted to get the chain gun upgrade. There's no chain gun here for Mr. TumStep, so that does make a difference. But again, ExCaL wanted to buff up his ground units with the strategy center, with the upgrades, and make it happen like that. We see ECMs out as well. Very interesting. That's going to make sure that these Raptors won't be as effective. Command center goes up. ExCaL is not giving up yet. The question is, when will these oils get taken out? They are so easy to take out with a Rap. There's like no defense there. And the command center is now going up as well for Mr. TumStep. I'm sure that TumStep is already cooking up a new strategy. And he's going to be level 3 relatively soon here. He might even reach level 3 based on how this engagement goes. Let's see. Yeah, he's close though. Look how close to that level 3. If he kills one Gat, one Raptor, one unit destroyed, he's going to be level 3. He can call in a Spectre gunship and he can take this out. We see command center going up. S&D is up over here. Not entirely sure how I feel about that. Because it's quite exposed on that side. And literally, like, 3 Raps could just seal the deal. Just 3 normal Raptors would do it. And oh, look at this. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. What a legend. Mr. TumStep. He knows how to do it. He's just going straight for that strat. Oh my God, man. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful place. The Raptor's coming in. Oh, but it misfires. And the Dragon Tank is still alive. He should have waited. 2 Raps coming in. Gonna take out that Dragon Tank and takes it out. Nicely done by ExCaL. He's paying attention, boys. He's paying attention. He knew he had to take out that Dragon Tank. And he did. There we go. TumStep level 3 immediately spends those points. Let's see the Spectre gunship entering the map, boys, because it'll only be a second. Here she goes. Spectre gunship. Basically a guarantee to take out any building. Any building. Going for the airfield and actually gunning down the Raps. Oh my God. Beautiful stuff. But we do see a Spectre gunship being taken out. I mean, coming out of Mr. ExCaL doing the same. Going for the strat center. It's constantly the battle for taking out the strat centers. In the meantime, strat center has been taken out. I suspect by a carpet bomb from TumStep. A10 gonna now come in from ExCaL. ExCaL capturing this building. I don't think that TumStep's realizing the problem that can create. Beautiful strike. My God. I have to say, we had an excellent start here from Mr. TumStep. But he's kind of forgetting that there's literal money going straight to the bank of Mr. ExCaL here. And if he's not careful, ExCaL can still pull ahead and win this match. Laser locks coming in. Beautiful ECM play as well. There's a very annoying hill here, so it's difficult for all the units to attack on both sides. So I'm not even sure who has the advantage. The game's a bit weird like that. You would normally say the one with the high ground, Leggy, it's obvious, but the game's a bit weird sometimes. It's not too obvious. Chain gun upgrade ready for both players. We've got some Raps here. Why not take out the oils, please, TumStep? You have to realize it's a free, easy kill. There's no anti-air around there. And units slightly out of position here for TumStep. Not the best concave, but the laser locks are putting in the works. TumStep, is he coming out ahead on this attack? Emergency repair comes in from ExCaL as well. This is the second time we're seeing him use emergency repair. I definitely don't agree with that. When you have Air Force to spend a general point on emergency repair? I don't know, man. I'd rather spend it on a leaflet, if you know what I mean. It's, emergency repair isn't the greatest. It'll just help you in one small battle, and it'll help you just a little bit. The general powers of Air Force are so good. Every single one of them, every point that you can spend it makes such a difference. Building under threat here, and that is very useful for TumStep, because if he kills the buildings, he gets good XP. And again, the beautiful laser locks here. Definitely getting a light show. And the attack is absolutely gorgeous. So let's see those wraps up top going for the strat, and just about takes it out. Nice move. And we have S&D now up for TumStep. And it's this constant seesaw about who has Search and Destroy, right? You can see how much the players focus on having that Search and Destroy. It makes such a difference. Such a difference. Units now have to retreat here. Battlemaster could deal some damage. There's no ECM here. And this Battlemaster has extra range. 20% extra range. Let's see. Raptors also having a good time. And nice from Mr. TumStep. He's paying attention. Still lost the tank for it. And oh, boys. Oh, was this a potential dozer hunt? Because that Dragon tank looked like it wanted to go for the command center. And I don't know how many USA dozers are out here for TumStep. He has to be careful here. But let's see. ExCaL is definitely trying to make use of this momentum that he has. He's going for the cash here and the cash in the middle on the other side. ExCaL on double the income almost as a result. Yes, thank you. Thank you. About time. About time, man. About time. Trucks over here getting the knight as well. Taking out those oils. And again, we see the focusing down of the strat center. The number of strat centers that have died. It's insane, man. It's insane. Yeah. This is, based on the income, it's starting to look like it's ExCal's game, but ExCal's definitely struggling on pushing through and making grounds. We have level 5 TumStep now, so he has that bit of an advantage. He can call in the general powers a little bit before Mr. ExCaL can, because ExCal's not level 5 yet. And it's just hard to collect over here, because TumStep's very much contesting this area, but in the back here, that's pretty safe. Let's see, this oil's still alive over there. And here we go. That's a fuel air, and that is going to be juicy. And it's going to land. Yes, it is. Going to take out the supply. Going to take out that war factory. And somehow this tower doesn't care. Oh, no, it does care. It dies. Okay, nice hit. Definitely nice hit. And that's going to slow down the economy again for ExCaL. But look at the difference in money, guys. Look at the difference. Load of wraps going around the side here. That's 4 wraps. Oh, no. That's going to go for the airfield of Mr. TumStep. No! Oh, that right there. Ah, that hurts, man. Those wraps were necessary for TumStep to try and take out the strategy center of ExCaL. Although did he lose it again already? No, he still has it. And both players now have their S&D up again. Again. And here comes fuel air. Although the fuel air might be a bit optimistic. Look at all the general powers coming everywhere. There's a leaflet coming here, I think. There's a carbon over going here. It's, that's what happens when there's level 5 air forces. You see all the general powers coming in everywhere. And that, ladies and gents, is a juicy hit. Very juicy indeed. And the leaflet comes in. And what about the fuel air? Fuel air hits. Takes out the S&D once again. There aren't that many units left here. Man, these guys are really fighting tooth and nail. It's insane how they are trying to fight over every square inch in this match. But ExCaL, having that middle, keeps putting him in a good position to keep sending out new waves of attacks. Oils have finally been destroyed. My god. It took a while. We're on the 13th minute. And losing that airfield really, really hurt. In the back, we still have an oil here for ExCaL. That needs to be taken out. The supplies everywhere are starting to dry up. On the left side here, same thing. There's only around 5k left. Whereas over here, there's still quite a few piles because ExCaL focused on getting the oils. And that is really helping him out right now. Because he has that extra bit of cash over here on the left, it is going to guarantee his ability to spam just a little bit more compared to Mr. TumStep. And that, in turn, allows him to get the middle money. So again, you get that snowball effect coming in. Spectre takes out power, takes... Oh, whoa! Who killed that? Was that a gat tank somewhere? Yes, it was. That actually makes a huge difference. I don't know how they survived. Look at that. Where's the health bar, guys? I don't see it. Yeah, okay, it's there. Just had to zoom in all the way. But that makes a big difference. Again, putting ExCaL in a good position. Both players, level 5. We need to see some general powers coming in here to save the situation or the surrender. And that is what happens. Mr. TumStep came close. Definitely started off great here. But this is ExCaL's game yet again. My God, what a match. These guys, man, they're fighting like legends. Ah, so good, man. So good. I have to say, there was a very big advantage in the beginning for TumStep, but he completely forgot about the oils on the right-hand side. I'm pretty sure if he took out the oils on the right-hand side a lot quicker, because there was no anti-air there, zero anti-air. You could have easily taken it out. 3 Raptors takes out 1 oil, they fire, they rearm, and they fire again. It probably would have taken about a minute of focusing at best. And I know that TumStep was constantly busy with his raps. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, okay? He was not having an easy time. ExCaL is a very powerful opponent. But I think that is probably what allowed ExCaL to keep getting in a favorable position economically. And he kept going one step further at a time. Similar to what we saw in that GLA match. The GLA Toxin and Laser, right? When you saw that match. ExCaL worms himself in a position where he's slightly ahead, slightly, and he keeps escalating that advantage more and more and more. And that's what makes things so tough here for TumStep. But he did a really good attack there. I really thought for a sec it was going to be TumStep's game. He really did a good job. Like, guys, I don't know if you remember this moment, but at one point, ExCaL's base was on fire. The Chinook drop with the Dragon Tank taking out the Strat Center, the airfield under threat. All of it. And slowly but surely, that advantage, yeah, didn't really do too much. We also saw ExCaL paying attention. I think what happened is something like a situation like this. He wanted to take out the strategy center with the Dragon Tank drop. And he probably wanted to then continue to take out the oil. But because ExCaL had wraps, it was just not going to be possible. Taking out the airfield here also gave a bit of a relief for Mr. TumStep. But slowly and surely, ExCaL just pulled ahead with the economy. And did a good job. The constant aggression on the strat centers as well. My God, man. I can't believe the score is actually 4-0. And this right here really hurt. Because at this stage in the game, when that airfield went down, TumStep was already strapped for cash. He had very little income compared to ExCaL. You can see all the general powers being used as well. Excellent carpet over here again. But ExCaL, you can see it. He had 2 supplies in the middle. That is such an advantage to have that. My God, what a crazy match. Crazy good, though. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did, too. But, TumStep, he needs to try. He needs to try something. He needs to get on the scoreboard here. Let's see. GLA and Tank. Let me find it on the list. Tank vGLA. Alright. Nice, nice, nice. Whew. I have to say, these are very intense games. We've only had 4 matches. I think each match that we had tonight could be its own separate replay video. Honestly, very good stuff. Now we move on to the next game. TumStep, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna bring it back? Let's see. TumStep in the bottom here with GLA as a main army. Tank General as the second army. He's gonna be facing ExCaL, who's in the lead. 4-0. Absolutely insane. And he's got normal GLA as the main army. Tank General as the second army. Both players, again, choosing the exact same main army for those general powers. Let's see, the map here is Echo. And it's a bit more of an aggressive map. A little more open in the sense of you can easily fly technicals across, but there are quite a few buildings. You can also repair the buildings, bunker them up a little bit. It's all about that middle control. Because there's also quite a bit of cash here. And I don't know about you guys, but I suspect we'll see ExCaL go for those middle cash crates again. Cash, the UN box collected there by TumStep. Wait, was that... How much money was that? Wait a minute, how much money was that? That's the thing, the UN cash crates are a little controversial when they're in maps, because you never really know how much cash one of those UN crates is. It can be as little as $100, it can be as much as 2.5k. So there's a 25-fold difference in what one of those cash crates can actually be, and that depends on the map and what the map maker thinks is a good idea. Lots of technicals already here, and the aggression is real. Pressure on Mr. TumStep. And he's been very good with the early aggression. Every single match, we've been seeing him deal some very good damage here. Technical now gets gunned down. In the meantime, we still see the dozer. Dozer gets taken out. Do we see a command center anywhere? Or is that the dozer? He did throw down a command center just there. And... Ooh, only losing one worker. Excellent job. He is kind of forced to build this command center now, because if he leaves it as a scaffold, if ExCaL spots it with one technical, just hits it with one bullet, then he literally gets dozer hunted. Don't want that. Beacon over here. What was up? Baggard. What? What? What are you saying, man? Stop typing to us. Focus on the games. You need to win, Mr. TumStep. Poor TumStep, man. He's such a good player. He's really having a hard time here, looking at the score. Although he's been playing great, let's be honest. The force fire here, gonna take out some of the workers. This is pretty painful here. Oh man, look at that. This is one of those moments that's also just gonna escalate the more this goes on. And he's gonna do it again over here. Oh my god. ExCaL, why are you so rude, brother? Why are you doing this? Another 3 workers going down. Oh my god, and now over here. Guys, how many workers has this one technical killed? Is it literally 11 workers? Did he deal 2.2k worth of damage with just killing workers? I mean, forget about the delays in supply collection, because all those workers need to be rebuilt. That's insane, that amount of damage. Oh, man. Miss Micro setting in for TumStep. I think he's starting to get frustrated, guys. I think he's starting to get frustrated. More technicals coming in, more crushes. I think this is going to be a very short match. I think, look at the KD. What am I seeing here? What is this? Let's see some statistics here. 23 units destroyed, 7 lost. Massive difference. Massive difference. Occupying the building, very nice. Oil capture coming through for Mr. ExCaL as well. Oh, man. Let's see the cash difference here as well. So we have 18k total collected by ExCaL already. And we have 15k. There's $3,000 difference. $3,000 this early on. We're not even 4 minutes in. $3,000. Translate that into quads, guys. Translate that into quads. That's like, what, 4 quads? That you would have more than the enemy? In fact, we see a palace already going up, and it is ready, and TumStep knows it. Calls it. GG. My god. My god. I'll be honest, I feel kind of bad here for TumStep. That was hella aggressive there. And, yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. F in chat for Mr. TumStep. F in chat for Mr. TumStep. Losing all those workers. This one technical changed the outcome of the game so early on. Killing so many workers. Ramo says, I think he killed 12 workers. My god. Yeah. Yikes. Okay, let's not look at that. Let's not look at the units destroyed versus unit lost. Oh. Man, that is painful. That is painful. Let's see how the next match is gonna go. I definitely didn't see a 5-0 going to ExCaL here. Inf Demo, says ExCaL. Yikes. That is tough. That is tough. ExCaL was just playing it very well. He kept crushing. He Yeah, I don't know what he means with the baggard. I guess he's saying it bugged. Something bugged. I'm not entirely sure what bugged. This one technical man that came in and started just eradicating workers. Yeah, feels bad, man. Feels bad. ExCaL here in the lobby chat says that last map we just played feels like Tournament Desert with a load of eco. Next map is going to be Damned Coral. Let's see. Damned Coral. Let me find that on the list and mark that one as being played. Demolition Infantry. And the players are choosing to go for Demo as their main army. Pilot comes in with the F in chat and Twitch. I know, man. Yikes. That is very unfortunate for Mr. TumStep. But let's see. Let's have our fingers crossed here and hope that things are going to work out for Mr. TumStep, who's on a 5-0 deficit here. Needs to try and bring it back. Mr. TumStep, Demolition General as his main army. He's got infantry. I see Fluffy and Fred and Blitz coming in with the Fs in chat. Thanks, guys. We need the support for Mr. TumStep. We need to cheer him on a little bit, man, because he's facing Mr. ExCaL and a 5-0. ExCaL only needs 2 more victories here tonight to win it. ExCaL, Demolition General as the main army, Infantry General as the secondary army. Are we going to see a Licks? That's what I want to know. Are we going to see a Licks, boys? I'm just waiting for it. This map is beautiful to have a Licks on. We see a barracks facing down. That implies there's going to be tank hunters. Are we going to see that over here? Mr. ExCaL also getting barracks here. So we might see both players going for a Licks. We do see an airfield right away. We do see tank hunters. It looks like we're seeing a Licks. Licks is very good on this map because you can quite easily sort of fly to the left, fly to the right, and just deny some stuff here and there, right? So if you see a technical moving in to the right and you're over here with your Licks, you can quickly fly back diagonally and still catch it out. So a Helix is very powerful. Of course, it deals an insane amount of damage. Ooh, I like this. Look at this. You got the mines first to try and intercept any technicals trying to go through this way here. First technical coming in from Mr. ExCaL. And gets destroyed. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, is that GG already? Is that GG already, ladies and gents? Oh, no! All the little tank hunters didn't quite make it. Ah, both trucks going down. No! No! Oh, my God. Ah, that's not looking good, boys. Not looking good for Mr. TumStep. And we're seeing a repeat of the technicals. Killing a lot of workers. You big bully. Shooting unarmed dudes, just carrying boxes. And there were a few RPGs as well, so he can win this engagement. My God! The pain is real. There's no bunker on this Helix yet. And the technical tries to get away to safety. Will he survive? There's already quads out. ExCaL knows what to expect. And oh my God, is that the GG? Is that the GG? No way. Oh my God. No way. The Licks goes down, boys. It goes down. And so does all hope for Mr. TumStep. ExCaL has won it with the perfect combination of attacks. Oh my God, that Helix going down. The tank hunters dying with that very nice terrorist attack. Changed everything, everything. And TumStep didn't expect it. Look at that, all the tank hunters going down. That is it. That is it. There is no way that TumStep still has the mental capabilities of pulling this back. It's a 6-0 for ExCaL. TumStep has to win 7 matches in a row versus one of the best players in the world. Oh, man. This is ouchies, man. This is ouchies. Not even seeing TumStep. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, this is brutal right here. This is absolutely brutal. The Helix was the play. The Helix was what was going to do it. And ExCaL suspected a Helix. Came in with a very, very fast Terror Tech. Here he comes on the left-hand side. And the tank counters tried to take it out. And TumStep didn't have a minigunner here. All these guys dying. Oh, man. Painful stuff. Painful stuff, people. Yikes. Oh, my God. I feel so bad for TumStep. But here's the thing. I can already tell you guys, TumStep is an excellent player. He is very good. But it doesn't matter who you put in this situation, alright? Doesn't matter. You can have Messi or Ronaldo or whatever, you know, even the most trained athletes. If they look at the scoreboard and see they're behind like this, it's gonna do something to your psyche. You're gonna feel destroyed. TumStep is asking for a 2-minute break. Guys, I bet you he's drinking all the energy drinks he can. He's doing push-ups. Shepard in Twitch chat says 150-second match. That's something. That is something. ExCaL ruthless. My God. Oh my God. 6-0. I bet you no one would have expected to see a 6-0 here. No one. ExCal's feeling it, boys. There were some, yeah. You scare me, man. Oh my God. Helps when I've had a good night's sleep. Yeah, basically, ExCaL in the World Series didn't quite make it as the world champion. And he cited a few reasons for that. He said that he was busy moving, you know, to a different house or apartment. And of course, there's a lot of stress that comes with that. You know, being a parent and all these things and all these pressures. And he even said, like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to focus on 0 Hour as much. And he is, of course, one of our top 0 Hour athletes, right? Speaking of athletes. So, you know, it makes a difference. It makes a difference. Because, my God, he's on fire. Like I said, you scare me, man. This is crazy. If you guys go back and watch the first matches, you can see there's almost no mistakes. It is such beautiful play. So much strategy going on. So much focus. So we have to wait. Yeah, but I think it's okay that we have a short break here for Mr. TumStep. Oh, whoops. I joined a little too quick there. Ha. Flot says, did TumStep ever have a chance in this series? ExCaL is on another level. I would say he definitely had a chance. Definitely. To be honest, I thought, personally, it may have gone to like a 7-5. And I wouldn't even be entirely sure who would take it. And that is because TumStep, you guys see it, he knows how to combine the armies. He knows what he's doing. It's just, ExCaL is the kind of guy you cannot make mistakes against ExCaL, because he will exploit every single mistake he catches. If you are a little slow recapturing an oil derrick, he's going to benefit from it. If you are not destroying one of his oil derricks, he's going to benefit from it. If you build your buildings too close together, he's going to carpet bomb that and benefit from it. And that is basically ExCaL here. If you're seeing all those little small details and benefits that he has going for him, it makes such a difference every time. If you saw how he was brutally assassinating all those poor innocent workers, you cannot make those mistakes. And that's the thing. If those mistakes didn't happen, all the games that ended quickly would still be going. Okay? Not being able to intercept that terror tech, if it did get intercepted, the game would still be going right now. So there's the thing. There's a change. ExCaL is very good, but you just can't make mistakes. And it might seem a little optimistic. Like what are you talking about? How can you tell someone not to make mistakes? TumStep is very good, and he has the capability of not making mistakes. Question is just, is he focused? Is he going to do it? Normal China is his main army. USA is the secondary army. All the way in the bottom. You have Mr. ExCaL as the China as well as main army. USA, second army. The map is freezing rain. Though there's not much rain. I think it froze all of it and just turned to ice, making everything nice and slippery. Well, let's see how this is going to go. China's the main army. The main reason for that probably is going to be the general powers. So the players hope to reach level 3 so they can call in a carpet bomber, do a mine drop, and little nasty things like that. Also, I very much suspect we'll see a lot of Dragon Tank drops in this matchup, because I suspect they'll be very powerful, very efficient. Strange what? Something happening with the ping. Ugh. It's true. Oh, I can see... Okay, let me not say what I see. It might cause drama, so I'll just shut up. I'll just shut up. We're no need for drama right now. It's a smooth match. It's a smooth set so far. Let's just hope that the ping fixes itself, which I'm pretty sure it will. Pretty sure it will. Based on what I know, it will. So it's all good. It's all good. And here we go. Dragon Tank drop coming out of Mr. TumStep. Let's see it happen, boys. And the ping is starting to sort of recover a little bit. It will recover now. It'll be a good ping. Ping, be a good boy. Let's do it. Chinook drop coming in. Ladies and gents, I know we're not supposed to be biased, but I'm really hoping for a victory here for TumStep. He is a very good player, and it is not fair to see this score right now. And here we go! Here we go! Flame away, boys! Bring down that war factory. Very fast Dragon Tank rush right here. And this is going to make the difference. Does a second unit come out? A Gat Tank comes out. Is that going to be enough, though? Is it going to be enough? In the meantime, do we have any units to defend here? We see a Gat Tank in the back here shooting at the Chinook. And the drop comes in, going for the supply. In the meantime, over here, supply has been destroyed. Power doesn't go down. No, it doesn't. But will he take out the Gat Tank? No, some mismicros. No, TumStep, stop mismicroing, dude. The laser lock comes in. Dragon Tank's still alive. And the cell came through here. So it's semi-minimal losses. But so far, look at that XP, man. TumStep is ahead. Yay, TumStep. Get yourself on the scoreboard, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. Although this is... Oh, this is... Yeah, this is... Could hurt a little. And again, we see the oil captures coming through for Mr. ExCaL. Now, TumStep sees this. The Chinook has a lot of scouting vision. We see another Dragon Tank, or is it a Gat Tank? That could also be very effective. We're having some lag. It is a Dragon Tank. Flames down. That supply. Nice and quick. Up here, the Dragon Tank did get destroyed, but so did the supply. And so far, TumStep is ahead in XP. And the economy is sort of matched, but the oil capture, again, will change the nature of this match. That being said, we actually see a Ranger over here as well from TumStep, but he doesn't have the capture building upgrade. ExCaL does. So ExCaL is going to take this a little quicker. Just a little quicker. Flamer dealing a bit of damage, forcing the trucks to retreat. Gat Tank takes a bit of damage. But one thing's for sure, the Flamer drops are very powerful here. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So you guys may remember the disappointment that was happening, ironically, on the same map in the previous set when it was TumStep versus Markar, when there were almost no Flamer drops. And now we see a lot of them. Yes, because it's very good, very powerful, very scary. Look at it, he just sells it. It's like, yeah, screw it. I'm not gonna... Yep. If we did see a slightly faster flame wall, it could have made a difference. However... we do have some lag here. And I don't know what's happening with the lag. I feel like telling the players and telling you guys, but it will just cause a lot of problems if I do. So, again, I'll shut my mouth and we'll just focus on the nice games and hope that we're going to get a victory here for TumStep, who is still leading when it comes to XP, but not that much. Oil capture has come through for ExCaL, but is now coming through as well for TumStep. So that's going to be pretty good. Income is roughly on par, but this is quite delicious. In the meantime, in the back, this is restored. This is not. So there is some pressure on ExCaL here. He needs to start getting some kills in. Fiber says, we want more fun streams, more than fun facts. Okay, fine, I'll stop with the fun facts. Okay, I'll just come with the useless facts, you know? Useless facts. Nobody knows how to spell Gatling. Is it 1 T or 2 T's? Nobody knows. Flavor drop takes out the oil. Very good. Very good from Mr. TumStep. Again, dealing good economic damage. You can see the trend here. TumStep is focusing on taking out the supply centers, taking out the oils. He wants to have that economic lead, and he's starting to get it. He's definitely starting to get it. Quite a few Gat Tanks out now. Random Flamer here. Actually could flame over the supplies here. Just gonna make things a little difficult for Mr. TumStep. Let's see, still long distance collection here. So this is not the optimal way to collect. But this money is almost done. I think it's like 4K or something. Not too much. Gatling here and ExCaL. Again, trying to get that oil. See, Flamer over here gets stopped. So this oil's still alive. Needs to get repaired, though. We still see both dozers, so there's no dozer hunt. Strat Center under construction. We're seeing some vanilla Battle Masters here from Mr. TumStep. Probably a good move because the vanilla Battle Masters are pretty good at taking out gat tanks. Especially once that Search and Destroy kicks in. It's going to help the Battle Masters be a little more useful. To have that extra firing range. To take out the gat tanks. Yeah, we're still seeing a bit of lag here. And I don't know if I should tell the players. Maybe I should. I'll say it after the match in the Discord. This gat tank is very effective here. And again, we're in a situation where ExCaL has both oils on the right-hand side. It's going to be a problem here. TumStep has lost that XP advantage that he had. The thing is, can TumStep win it with the economic advantage? That's a real question. But will that economic advantage stay? These oils need to go. They need to go. The Battle Masters could prove to be effective. Especially because we have Search and Destroy now. So the Search and Destroy, that 20% extra range, is going to be very useful. And... wait a minute. Do we have a dozer hunt? Of the vUSA tech? On ExCaL? Yeah, we do. Wait a minute. Oh, no, we don't. Okay, he still has a dozer. But that Search and Destroy is going to help a lot. Especially the Battle Masters are just so much more useful now because they can keep firing. And, could use the ECM here. Yeah, I could have used the ECM. Didn't quite do that. Level 3 for Mr. TumStep. He's once again caught up with the XP. Does he have a China Command Center out? Please tell me you got one. He does. Okay, excellent, excellent. So we're going to see a Carpet Bomber coming out very soon here. CC now under construction for Mr. ExCaL. He needs to focus down this, though. Just RT this, Dragon Tank this. I don't know, something. Let's go for the cash here and destroying that. Also, actually a very good move to weaken that central position. And almost takes out everything, but he pops open that bunker. Very important. Again, that Search and Destroy, that 20% extra range, is going to make things very difficult for ExCaL here. Chain Guns is up for both players. We see a Helix. But here's the thing, the gat tanks of Mr. TumStep have 20% extra range. So they can fire down at this Helix from quite the distance. Look at this. And instantly shot down. This is a crucial moment in this match. Ladies and gentlemen, there might be a situation where TumStep is finally getting a point. He's finally going to get a victory because he's closing in on the base. Shutting down one of the war factories with an artillery barrage. And ExCaL in a world of trouble. TumStep closing in on level 4 when it comes to the XP. He just needs a couple more kills. He can get a mine drop then. Artillery barrage comes out for ExCaL, and he is sending a Carpet Bomber, let's be honest, on the strat. Let's see. No. Hi? Not on the strat. Okay. A bit surprised. How could he not want to go for the strat? But also, there's still an army in his base. He needs to focus that. Carpet Bomber gets gunned down because, again, the Search and Destroy gat tanks can start firing sooner, and once they're spun up, they deal so much more damage. So they spin up faster too as a result. So you can see these little small things, just having a bit more range, can make all the difference. GG says ExCaL, and there we go. Mr. TumStep actually gets himself a very nice victory here. The first victory of tonight. Well played, Mr. TumStep. Whew. There we go, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. That is good. That is very good stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's see. Okay, Blar quits out there. Let me tell the guys. Let me tell the players here the lag situation. Yeah, I'm telling the players where the latency issue came from. Okay, all right. Yes, the latency situation is being looked into. So yes, that will be good. But are you guys happy? Are you happy that Mr. TumStep got himself on the scoreboard? I'm quite happy, you know. Like I said, we're not allowed to be biased. I don't know, man. Can't help it, man. Can't help it. He's such a good player. He doesn't deserve a 7-0 defeat. He really doesn't. The plays, man. The plays were good. Like I said, when Helix went down, I was like, this is it. This is it. Look at that Lix. It stood no chance. Search and destroy Gat tanks. They spin up faster because they have the range to attack. A Helix was a risky move, but to be honest, if ExCaL did that sooner, right? Before the strat center went up, that would have made a bigger difference, I think, personally. That being said, because the Chinook drops are so powerful... oh, wrong replay. Apologies. Because the Chinook drops are so powerful, you basically get this situation where players start having more Gat tanks in their base anyway. So going for a Helix is just risky. But perhaps, just perhaps, ExCaL was thinking back to the very first match, and he's like, look, if I just get my Licks in, if I just dozer hunt him, that's it. That's it. Anyway, let me mark the armies that were played here. We had USA, China. I didn't actually mark it down. I only had one job and I forgot it. All right. Next one is going to be Tiny Tactics. Ooh, Tiny Tactics. Very controversial map as well. You know, in an interesting way, in a juicy kind of way. Tox Nuke. All right, let's mark that down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are we going to see the ultimate comeback for TumStep? Let's see it. Let's see it happen, boys. Oh, man. Here we go. Match number 8 of this best of 13, but it's match point for ExCaL. He just needs one more victory. Over here on the left-hand side in Cyan, we have Tox in general as a main army for TumStep and Nuke General as a secondary army. On the right side, we have Tox in general as the main army for ExCaL and Nuke General as the secondary army for ExCaL. So both players, again, choosing the same army as their main army. The map is Tiny Tactics, which has some funky stuff going on, like the mines, I don't know, double-decker supplies. I don't know how you'd call that. But it's there, it's there. And the players can have a bit of fun with that. Mine clearing. Is he actually going to clear the mines? Probably not. Supply going up, so we're going to see a forward aggressive play here from ExCaL. ExCaL wants to close this out. He's like, hey man, I got places to be. I just need one more victory. Let's just do this. And quite a few supplies going up here for ExCaL then. Triple supply. Whereas we're not seeing triple supply out of TumStep. So TumStep, actually for TumStep, the aggression is more important. Because he's not going triple supply. So the longer ExCaL can hang on with the triple supply situation, more of an advantage he'll have. More of an economic advantage. Let's see. Technical finds technical. And nice blocking. And oh! Wow! Oh, this is the second time we see this, man. What legends. Like I said, the pressure is mounting for Mr. TumStep. He needs to be aggressive here because he didn't start with a triple supply. Okay, now he's got his third supply up. But ExCal's already been collecting happily for a while now. ExCaL coming in with Crush and both RPGs going down. Technical survives. No, no, not again, not again. No, it's a scrapped up tech. Not again. No, ExCaL, no. No, don't be like this. Don't force fire the little worker dudes and kill them. Okay, only one worker? Yeah, only one worker died. That's not too bad. But here was... no. No. History repeats itself, boys. Ow! That is painful. Again. A lot of workers going down. There's a sneaky worker over here from Mr. ExCaL. And we need to see some progress in this match for Mr. TumStep. ExCal's technical play is just slightly more aggressive and successful. Also very aggressive tunnel over there. Very, very aggressive. Oh, boys. ExCaL for... I mean, the income for TumStep and ExCaL is quite matched here. Oil captures have come through, but not yet over here. Once ExCaL gets these oils, he will definitely be ahead economically. The attack on the supply over here, very nice from Mr. TumStep. Can he actually destroy this? That's going to be the real question. He wants to try and get to the safety of this bunker. There's also a very nice aggressive tunnel here to try and help deny this section. But is this going to become a problem later on? Let's see. Oil captures coming through here for ExCaL, and that means more cash for him. And he's no care. Look at ExCaL. Look at this guy. He's just like, yeah, there's literally a tunnel here, but I still want to collect. He's still collecting with the workers, wanting to make a bit of cash. TumStep slightly ahead for now in economy. I suspect it won't be long. He's also losing this engagement here. Oh, the best place. We have a second aggressive tunnel. Look at this, man. He's just being surrounded by ExCaL tunnels. And ExCaL can choose where he wants to attack from. He can surprise attack from below. He can surprise attack from up here. So, tactically, the position for ExCaL is very good. Even though there's a lot of focus happening over here. We could see a situation where ExCaL will quietly build up an army. Here we go, quads. And just let this section die. Let TumStep focus this. Let TumStep send out his main army and start attacking here. And the moment when this army pushes here, we see a counter push down below. Might see something like that happening. Because that could really mess up TumStep. If he loses this section here, if he loses those two arms dealers, it's over. It is over. Another tunnel. He has to be careful. He's going very close to the buildings here. And I think the scouting range is literally up until here. I think there's a chance this section hasn't been spotted by TumStep. And here comes the technical. Is it a terror tech? Is it a terror tech? I think it's just a scout, maybe. Yeah, it's just a scout just to distract. And again, this is where it might go wrong. Because look at this. Exactly this is happening. ExCaL will know the push is happening. He will now counter push down below. Will he do it? Will he mess up the arms dealers? There is a chance. A window of opportunity. Does he have an army to do it? He's got buses. Oh, boys, he's got buses. And he's starting to push. He's starting to take out the barracks. And now things get a little weird. He has to retreat. TumStep has to go back in his tunnel and defend against this push. He now sees this army over here. The defenses that ExCaL has already set up. And we might see a push now happening on this side. And this is the thing. ExCaL can play around a little and see what he wants to do. The unit's out of position here for TumStep. He did not expect a push. Here come the battle buses. Ladies and gentlemen, is this the beginning of the end for Mr. TumStep? ExCaL has put himself in an excellent position, an excellent strategic position where his units can deal so much damage. Does he push up top? He can do it as well to further disperse the units of TumStep, where TumStep has a hard time deciding where to defend. He's cleared up this section. TumStep destroyed the supply. But how is he going to deal with this? He needs a German. Where is your German? He's got a barracks. He's got a palace. I'm sure a German will walk out that front door very soon because he needs a German if there are buses out. There's no other way he can do it. Supplies are collecting over here, and we do in fact see a pop now at the top side. The strategic plays continue, and ooh, a lucky hit where the Scorpion rocket with the shell instantly gets the bus down to the whole mode. There's that German, that crucial German. Oh man, because TumStep actually had success over here, there is a chance he might be able to hold back against ExCaL's attacks, but he needs to make use of this. He needs to take this cash. He needs to get an economic lead. This is still scary as can be, boys. But we need to see something happening here for TumStep. He needs to worm his way into a favorable position. It's also an unmanned palace. There we go. Now he's manning it. Where's that German? Let's see him. German feels like shooting some bus drivers right about now. Where is he? Oh, really? Where's the German dude? Where did your German go? The German died, maybe. Oh, this one needs a German. We got a German out of ExCaL, ready to snipe the German out of TumStep. Oh, is this a dozer? Oh, just about builds SEC, but look how exposed, and this is what I'm talking about. This is the difference, and this puts so much pressure now on TumStep. He has to defend this scaffold, otherwise he will lose the ability to have power. That will make a huge difference, not having power. So he's forced now to attack here, and this is the situation that ExCaL has created. Our master tactician tonight. ExCaL isn't even noticing. Or maybe ExCal's like, well, you're busy killing off a couple tunnels. I don't care. I'll just destroy your entire base. And right now, ExCaL, through pure strategy, has put himself in a very good position. Two Germans next to each other. And that's a demo Jarman. Oh no, and this Jarman should be revealed right about now. Could be gunned down. And does, and that might just be the GG, ladies and gents. That might just be the GG, because right now, so much damage done. That Jarman having been killed means these buses can now have a good time. They're having a little bit of a party. They could take out whatever, and in the meantime, there's still this scaffold, and it's getting destroyed. ExCaL doing it, boys. Having a tunnel at the top, and of course, having a tunnel at the bottom, giving him full freedom to do the hit-and-run tactics. Well played there by Mr. ExCaL. Getting himself a victory. Very well played, man. Very well played. Ah, that is good stuff. I feel kind of bad for Mr. TumStep, but ExCaL, especially in this match, let's be honest, ExCaL outplayed TumStep. The strategic plays were real. Getting 2 tunnels, one at the top, one down below, makes all the difference. Because he could literally, like, you know, almost like fork his attacks. He can choose to attack on one side. Oh, it's not quite working out. Goes back in the tunnel, comes out on the other side and attacks there. And meanwhile, TumStep is kind of scraping to get his army back in the tunnel and defend in other places. So ExCaL sort of was the predator in that situation, and TumStep was the prey. ExCaL had control and could do the attacks. And he was forfeiting that top middle position with the supplies. He was like, yeah, I don't care if I lose that, because right now, it's a position where I can get you checkmate. I can take out your main base. And that's what he did. Excellent plays, man. Excellent plays. GG. Voice chat? Let's see if we can have a quick chat with the winner here tonight. Mr. ExCaL. My God. Alright, let's see. Let's get him on call. Anybody got any questions? Spam away in the chat right now, so we can ask the almighty ExCaL. Mr. ExCaL, GG's. Congratulations, man.
GG. Thank you, yeah.
How was it?
Oh, it was great. I mean, it's wacky. Like, it's very fun to have the 2 armies, and very different as well. So yeah, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I have to say, like, you were definitely giving him a bit of a hard time, like, especially like killing the workers. Would you say that's a potential weakness of TumStep that you exploited there, or would you say that was just lucky?
I think in any matchup you got to try and harass a little bit, and I think in this format in particular it's quite hard to box because there's so much going on, whereas in like 10k standard format I think it's easier to box and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean my supplies were quite exposed at times as well, so
yeah, it's true. I have to say, like, there were a couple moments that were just like, you know, when you had that terror tech intercepting those tank hunters, right? In the damned Korhal match. When that happened, did you already know, like, okay, I got him?
Yeah, I think if you're going licks in that matchup and you lose your entire blob of infantry, I think it's very difficult. It's similar to 10k when that happens if the terrorist clips the infantry. I actually was surprised he went Helix. I was planning to TT an arms dealer, but then it was like, oh, there's a lot of infantry here, and then hit the quad button.
Why would you say it's not a good idea to go Helix in that matchup?
I just think with the power, I just think GLA is going to have, even if they open first unit tech or 2, I still think they're going to get like 3 or 4 quads out the time the Helix gets over there.
I see. I
think Licks versus Demo, when it's just Inf versus Demo, I think is great. But I think just with the power element, I just think you'll get too many quads out. So maybe he was going for like a bit of a map control build with it. I'm not sure, but when you lose your infantry, that's kind of curtains really. Yeah.
What about the match on Oxygen when, like, that was actually a really interesting match, because I would say that TumStep really came in with the dragon tanks. He flamed down half your base, and then you just pulled ahead. Like, what's the recipe? How did you do that one?
I got caught off guard by a few flamer drops this set. Yeah, I think just the oils kept me going there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I had the oils on the right for a while, but yeah, it was like a disaster of a start. I was also laughing at myself because I didn't really unit mix that much. It was just like GAT only, where I think his mix was much better, like ECMs, MDs, he had a bit of everything really. But I think at the end you just saw the economy difference. I just had way too much eco, I think, in the end, yeah.
Yeah, one thing I noticed is that you didn't really have much anti-air at your oils in that match. What was your thinking there? Because I was a bit surprised you didn't take out your oils, but it must have been a conscious decision, right, to divert resources, right?
I mean, that's just a mistake for me. I was under so much sort of harassment that I was just trying to stabilize on the ground and get my units out, because he was like sending gats left and right and then flamer drops. So I was just trying to get a blob of gats up and stabilize a little bit, and I guess he forgot about the oils as well somehow. Yeah, but it can happen. I mean, there's a lot going on in this format. It's really difficult to micro everything.
Yeah, I imagine it's more intense, right, playing like this?
Yeah. Can you imagine a 2v2 version of this? I don't know how that would come across, but that would be so chaotic.
Oh, man. I don't know if you even could. I don't know if it's even possible, man. It's just too much, I imagine. One thing I really liked...
A 2v2 would become almost like a 4v4 with the amount of different armies going on, yeah. Yeah,
and different potential strats. Like, one thing I really liked, man, like, this was just impressive plays, was on the match Ancient Killing Arena, when you went Air Force as your main army and you carpet bombed him. Like, that was so powerful, that strike. Like, that was clearly your plan, right? To carpet bomb him, right?
Yeah, I've done that in every round, so I think he knew that, and I think he was trying to do some sort of rush because of that sneaky tunnel thing. I think he wanted to end the game before it got to that stage. Because SBL did something similar to what TumStep did in the previous round versus me, and he actually won SBL doing that. Caught me off guard, but what I did in the final instead was I sold my CC just so I had a little bit more cash out to hold and stuff.
So you were prepared for exactly that strat in a way? Or not really?
I did feel he was going to try and rush me somehow early, because I think if he doesn't win early with that, like, the carpet's just going to reset his strat and he'll lose to S&D. I mean, he did a good job with TTs and like dropping my strat, but I was just thinking, well, as long as I hold my half of the map, I'm quite happy, because you notice I didn't really attack much initially. I was just thinking, what's coming? I didn't know what was coming, but I expected something coming, and I just sort of held on my side until I got my S&D, basically.
Yeah, the S&Ds, man, like, that is such a different dynamic, right? Having S&Ds for like GAT tanks and stuff. Like, did you really feel like, okay, I need to get a search and destroy up, like that will make a huge difference? Or was that kind of like, yeah, I could do it to buff up my units? Like, was it part of the main strategy, or was it kind of in the back of your head, like, yeah, I could go down that route?
I think what this tournament's shown for everyone is how powerful having S&D versus someone who doesn't have S&D actually is. Because in like earlier rounds, I've lost tons of units with somebody who has actually S&D. So I think a lot of these matches end up in a sort of race to S&D, and if you can reset the other guy's S&D, then it can kind of win you the game, really. But you know that from free for all and team formats, how powerful it is when you have it. Yeah, my favorite is S&D gamma buses.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed
I like that.
S&D was ready immediately, tunnel pop with a load of gamma buses, and I'm like, oh boy. When you did that first attack...
They are disgusting.
When you did that first attack, that was so good, man. When you came in and you destroyed... How many oils? Or a supply? Like, you destroyed at least one oil and a supply, and I was like,
couple of oils and a supply, I think, yeah.
That was the beginning, right? That was the beginning of the end.
Yeah, that was big. Yeah, that was big, yeah.
Well, congratulations on winning $200. Very well played, sir. And
amazing. I did in my recording thank Joker for the host, and I actually forgot who the sponsor was, but I've looked at the topic now. It is, of course, Mr. AK Maloney. So thank you to AKA for sponsoring that,
man,
as well, and you for casting. Cheers, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Always fun. To be honest, I kind of like the format. Like, I'm sure it's a lot more difficult for the players, but just seeing the different things, even just like Dragon Tank drops, search and destroy, gamma buses, like, hey man, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. But yeah, anyway, congratulations, man, and enjoy the rest of your evening, and thanks for the awesome games.
Yeah. You too. Thank you. Enjoy your evening.
All right.
Cheers, guys.
See you, man. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. ExCaL. My God, what a set of matches. Like I said before, TumStep is an excellent player. He's definitely given it his all I don't think the score of 7-1 does it justice. He really put in a lot of effort, a lot of work, and gave us some very nice matches here against ExCaL. Arguably one of the best players in the world right now, I would say. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for today. We gotta thank our great sponsor, Mr. AK Baloney. As ExCaL already said, AK Baloney put in $300 for this tournament. ExCaL has won $200, but don't worry, TumStep still gets $100 because he did manage to beat a whole load of other players and get to the finals. So if you guys want to check it out, check out the other streams, you can do so by going to the link in the description where you can, actually there's 2 links. You can check out Blair TV's Russian commentary if you were interested in that. And there's the link to the Game Replays forum post, where you can see all the links to all the other streams that have happened, so you can follow the trajectory of the players who reached the finals here, and see the lovely games they played, and see how they grew with the tournament and got their strats to become even better. Also, shout out to Mr. Joker for hosting this tournament, making this all possible. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed it this evening. I definitely did. Definitely nice and fresh, to be honest. And if you feel the same way, then hey, you know, leave some comments. Let us know that this is the kind of stuff you like, or whether you prefer one style of playing over the other. It's always appreciated to have that kind of feedback, because then we know what you want, and we'll do more of that, okay? It's that simple. It's that simple. Just leave some comments, and then we'll just do more of that. It's really easy, guys. It's really easy. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in. And hopefully I will see you guys again next time. This is Legionnaire signing off. Good night, everybody, and see ya.